Yes, yes, yes. All the prices, all the games, everything now is going up. All right, let's talk about that really quick, okay? Because I saw this a couple of days ago. People have been talking about that, and I want to talk about that as well, really quickly, okay? Regarding the Xbox, and I think, honestly, I think that all the games, all the consoles, you name it, okay? One of the things says here, yes, prices for Xbox console and controllers have increased, and new games are also expected to cost more. Microsoft, the developer of Xbox, city market conditions as the reason for the price hikes. This includes a $100 increase for the Xbox Series X and an $80 increase for Xbox Series S. Additionally, Microsoft announced that new Xbox first-party games will cost $80 starting with the next holiday season. I am not surprised with that. I mean, think about this, Nintendo. Thank you, Nintendo. You started it all, with your freaking $80 Mario Kart world game. And I knew it's going to happen. I'm not surprised about that, okay? I mean, this is what's going on. The game industry is becoming very, very expensive. It was always kind of like on the more expensive side, but it was always like reasonable, like a $300 console, a $400 console. But now we're talking about 500 consoles, $600, $700 consoles, $800 consoles. Everything is going up, and now the games are going up as well. Thanks to Nintendo. I knew it's going to happen because as soon as Nintendo announced that, now every other game says, hey, our games are much better than Mario Kart, Mario World. I mean, the graphic looks so cartoonish. We have these nice visual, nice graphics in our games, and our new Triple H blockbuster games that are coming out. We deserve to, we're going to make our prices the same, And I'm going to give you a warning, okay? Because I talked about this last time and I talked about the whole Grand Theft Auto. Now we have the official release date, May 26, 2026. We have the official release date of Grand Theft Auto 6. And guess what? This is my prediction. Just like I predicted last time that Grand Theft Auto is going to be delayed, which I was right, I have another prediction for you guys, okay? Before this whole $80 thing that happened with Nintendo Switch, before that happened, we already knew, people already talked about that Grand Theft Auto is going to cost $80, $90, even $100, People talked about that. Now, guess what's going to happen now? Because now that everybody is saying, hey, our games are costing, this game's cost $80, Mario, we're going to increase our prices too to $80 now. Guess what? Everybody's doing it. And of course, Rockstar, Take-Two Interactive, they know that their game is superior above every game out there, okay? So not just Mario, but every game, okay? All the games out there. And they know that people will line up for this game. And now that the price hike is $80 for all the games out there, which is going to happen on every console, it's going to happen with PlayStation as well. Don't you guys worry about that. Not just Xbox. What's going to happen is this, that Rockstar will not keep their price like they said, probably like about $80, $100. I believe that Grand Theft Auto will cost at a minimum $100. That is my prediction. And as we guys already know, they have the premium, the standard, the deluxe edition. I predict that the standard edition, the regular first, the lowest edition is going to cost $99 or $100, you name it, okay? The premium is going to be higher than that, okay? The deluxe is going to be higher than the deluxe. Probably going to cost like $119, and then the premium is going to cost like $139. You bet your ass it's going to happen. I'm telling you, as of this video, as of May 2nd, 2025, when you go back to this video and you watch it and you see what I said, I'm going to be saying to you, I told you so, all right? You're going to know that. All right. This is my prediction because everything is getting more expensive. Of course, they have an excuse. They talk about like inflation, the tariffs, all this kind of stuff. And yes, some of that is true. Things are getting more expensive, but the games are already overpriced as they are, okay? Let's not play around there, okay? They're already overpriced as they are. And now that every game is becoming digital, no more actual physical copies, no more shipping, no more printing, no more delivering, they're going to save a whole bunch of money on that alone. Okay, but now on top of that, because it's a digital version, trust me, they're not going to make any difference. It's not going to be like, $99 for the digital version and then $100, $110 for the physical version because it's a physical copy. No, the price is going to be the same, whether it's going to be a physical copy or a digital copy. And everything is becoming more digital anyways, okay? Everybody, the whole game industry is moving towards that. They want to go digital. There will be no more hard copies one day. It's all going to be gone. All going to be gone. But anyway, guys, and then also really quickly, even the console itself, the Xbox Series X is all going to be raised by $100, okay? I mean, PlayStation already have done that. Nintendo, wait until the Switch comes out. I think right now, all these ups and downs, people wasn't really quite sure how much it's going to cost the Nintendo Switch. But I think as of now, it is $450 as far as I know. But I believe that as things go on, they may even raise that console as well when it comes out, next month. So with that said, guys, this is what I see. It's crazy what's going on right now. If you want to buy a console and you still can get it at that regular price, go ahead and buy it right away. Because maybe after a week or two, or maybe even later down the line, I mean, it does say during the holiday season, so it'll be costing more. So now it's the time to buy it, all right? So with that said, guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate that, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, man.